Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. We're going to try to get you through this Monday morning. We're glad that you're here. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
And together we're Backyard Musings, the Science and Technology channel.
Yeah, and we are talking about this is really a sad story. It involves, I'm sure people have heard about it lately. It's fairly recent that these people were stranded on this cruise ship, and this breakout happened, this virus breakout, and it was devastating. But just shows you we're going to talk about what this stuff is all about. So if you haven't heard about it, here you go.
When we went on a cruise, in Mexico, we came off the ship at a port, and we had to walk around probably a half mile to get out of the secure port area to get to where the cabs were, the taxis. And I remember walking next to the ship, and they had these hawser lines that were big, huge hemp lines that were connected to the anchors on the pier, and they had these round little things, aluminum, to prevent rats from climbing up the rope. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
they had to do it, right? Because that was even back in the early days when that was a major mode of transportation, right? They had rats on ships, right? I mean, Lyme disease and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah.
Okay, a cruise ship stranded off the coast of South Africa because of a deadly Hantavirus outbreak, also known as the Black Plague, has drawn global attention to the rare but serious disease. Hantavirus spreads through airborne rodent waste particles and can cause deadly lung or heart failure. Let's just be glad that it can't carry through our feces, because our stuff smells like... Anyways.
Okay. Save it for the afternoon, all right?
Early diagnosis and supportive care are critical because no approved antiviral treatment is available. Would you like to know more about the hantavirus?
Hantaviruses are a group of viruses that usually spread from rodents to humans. Only one type, called the Andes virus, has been linked to possible person-to-person transmission, kind of what Steve was just alluding to. And even then, experts say it is uncommon and generally requires close contact. Okay, so no hugging, no kissing.
Right.
Yeah.
No slinging.
No slinging, yeah. Quote, there is no concrete evidence that there is human-to-human transmissions for most hantaviruses, says Safter Janeh, PhD and an assistant professor of molecular genetics and microbiology in the University of Florida College of Medicine, and a member of the UF Emerging Pathogens Institute. Okay. His research focuses on how hantavirus affects cells and on potential treatments. Again, with a quote, it's not nearly as airborne as influenza or other types of respiratory viruses. So I guess that's a good thing, right?
Yeah. Hantaviruses have been known for decades. Janeh said the viruses were first identified during the Korean War in the 1950s. The World Health Organization formally classified them in 1987. In 1993, an outbreak in the Four Corners region of the United States led researchers to identify hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, the illness that killed Betsy Machiko Arakawa Hackman, Gene Hackman's wife. Scientists later divided hantavirus into two groups: Old World strains, the Black Plague, which can lead to kidney failure, and New World strains, which can cause severe lung disease.
Hey, was that on camera noise? Was that in close proximity?
Yeah, it was taping up a box because we're packing.
Okay. Sounded like somebody sneezed. People mainly become infected by breathing in airborne particles from rodent urine or droppings. Lovely. John Lednicki, PhD and EPI member and research professor at the UF College of Public Health and Health Professions, explained how the virus can spread in enclosed spaces. Quote, rats jump on ships, like you were just mentioning, or are carried onto them in cargo. They poop and pee Is this part of the real script, or did you make this up here?
No,
Anyway,
it's a
okay.
quote.
Okay. Air currents aerosolize.
Would I come up with that word, aerosolize? No.
I don't know. Just for me, probably. Aerosolize it, carry it, and it can get in the lungs, causing serious pulmonary illnesses. And that's according to Lednicki.
So
Okay.
I was talking to Scott off camera. Last time I was in Utah, those 2 days, I called it the Eagle Mountain Syndrome. I was diarrhea. I was vomiting, headaches, soreness. I think I didn't die from hantavirus, so I think I'm a carrier. So there you go. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention identifies Andes virus as the most common and deadliest strain in South America. Lednicki warned that, quote, very dangerous versions of hantavirus are proliferating.
Experts stress that hantavirus does not spread as easily as influenza. I think we just mentioned that. Quote, you have to inhale virus-carrying particles released when rodent-contaminated materials are disturbed. And even then, the virus only survives on surfaces for a few days. Janae said, it's according to Janae. That was a quote, sorry. Here we go again. Aerosolized viruses like measles virus or influenza can stay in the air much longer and transmit more easily than hantavirus.
Rodent bites are considered an uncommon source of infection. It's the inhalation that is the major route, said Janae. He also noted that risk is not limited to visible dirty places. Quote, even clean homes and cabins can pose a risk if rodents are present. The virus may be as well. Infection usually occurs when contaminated materials are disturbed in poorly ventilated areas.
Early signs of hantavirus infection include fever, muscle pain, headaches, nausea, vomiting, and Steve's favorite word, diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Yeah, because these symptoms resemble many common illnesses, diagnosis can be difficult. Quote, the symptoms are very non-specific, especially in the beginning, says Amy Vitter, MD, PhD, and Associate Professor of Infectious Diseases at the UF College of Medicine and the EPI's Biomedical Officer. However, the New World hantavirus infections can quickly progress to heart or lung failure within days.
That's why I think I'm a carrier. All right, doctors diagnose hantavirus using antibody blood tests or tests that detect viral genetic material, although results may take several days or even weeks. Fatality rates range from 1 to 15% for old world strains. New world strains can have mortality rates as high as 50%, even with treatment.
That's a big jump.
Yeah.
Quote again, luckily there isn't nothing.
That's a double negative.
Luckily there isn't nothing. This is from a PhD guy, right?
PhD, yeah.
Okay.
It's more better.
Vitter said about current treatment options. Okay. One of the most effective treatments is ECMO, or extracorporeal membrane oxygenation, which temporarily takes over heart and lung function to reduce strain on the body. Again, with a quote, this decreases mortality from 50% down to 20%. That's not too bad. Unfortunately, ECMO requires a well-resourced intensive care unit. So you're probably not going to have that on board a cruise ship, right?
Yeah, no. They'll just put you up on the stern and make you breathe the sea air coming in.
Yeah.
Okay. Doctors must carefully manage fluids because low blood pressure can cause fluid buildup in the lungs. Vitter also said steroids can be avoided because they may interfere with the immune system's response during infection.
Researchers are still developing antiviral drugs for hantavirus, but none have been approved in the United States. That's kind of scary. Like I said, it's been around for a while. For now, treatment focuses on supportive care and helping patients survive the illness. In severe cases, advanced life support can improve survival chances. Experts say early diagnosis and rapid supportive treatment remain critical. But again, like it was mentioned in here, people, that's probably the last thing that they think of. Oh, I must have the hantavirus. It's usually I've got the flu, got a bad cold.
When have you heard of this before last week or 2 weeks ago? It's not talked about.
Right. Yeah. So So yeah, we need to find out more information. Good story.
All right, folks, thanks for joining us. We'll catch you in the afternoon.
Take care, everyone. Thanks.